National Championships.
Hello. You're listening to Grand National Championships on the internet. My name is Alistair. Tonight, I'm joined by Jared.
Hello.
Jotham.
Hello.
And Corin.
Hi.
Hope everyone's doing well. Here in the room and out there in listener land. If anything comes to mind as applicable to be shared with us on the show, send it to us via email, us@thegncshow.com. You can find us on social media at the GNC Show, and you can find many other pieces of show-related information at thegncshow.com. If you'd like to call us and leave a message on our voicemail, the number is 727-379-4335. That spells paper wheel, alphanumerically. And I do have a couple of messages, comments left on our YouTube channel.
Oh, wow.
Bring it on.
That I can share with people. We had some lag in the show releases. You know, there's one, I was like putting up a show like after we had recorded the next one. Things got way out of hand. So some of these might be, let's see, from TWatt 75 on YouTube, from YouTube, types, thanks for the bead store info. Gratefully passed along. Gemelli, Gemelli, is my non-standard dry pasta favorite. Remember, we were talking about that new pasta, the Cascade.
Yeah.
Doesn't get enough love, and I rarely find it at regular stores. What kind of stores you go into?
Gemelli it's a type of pasta or a brand of pasta?
A type, a shape, I would imagine. Gemelly. You want to look it up? See if you can describe it without showing us a picture. Just describe what this pasta looks like. Describe the twists and turns. Does anybody make a Mobius pasta? You know, like a Mobius strip pasta?
They should.
Oh, yeah.
That can be the new one.
Or Moby-shaped pasta. It's just a bald
Or
guy.
Moby
I think I
shaped.
want that one more.
Just a bald guy. That Cascatelli could definitely get it. Pro tip to level up your pasta, bronze die cut. Whole other thing, brother. Oh my gosh. Pro tip to level up your pasta, bronze die cut. So that's what you're looking for on the packaging, that it's a bronze die cut? Does that mean you get a better edge on it?
I have no idea what any of that
I feel
means.
like we're going... Okay, Teddy Watkins, this is your mission. Now you have to write us back, and I'm not going to look it up. You have to write us back and tell us what the bronze die cut provides that you don't get on something that doesn't have that designation.
Yeah, I've been thinking about getting into pasta.
That tracked.
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching some vids of people making pastas. It looks good.
Making
All
it,
these
okay.
sauce. No, one. I mean, maybe my brother and his wife just made pasta look good. I followed
They
him
just
down
made pasta look good?
the crispy egg rabbit hole. It's the same chef, so maybe my next thing is gonna be making pasta. You heard it here first. Maybe.
Well, speaking of which, we did get a comment from Amanda Eckes. It's Eckes. How would you say that's pronounced?
Eckes?
X. Go and give it to you.
Yeah.
Marks the spot.
Here we go. Yeah.
Amanda writes, sign me up when RTG GNC teas hit the shelves. Oh my God. She's a lyrical genius.
Ooh, I know what she's talking about.
Yeah, RTD, reverse tie-dye GNC, the RTD
Ah, there it
GNC
is.
tees.
We talked about it together on the show.
Yeah.
No, but what's funny is, well, I don't know if it's funny, but just like perhaps what was acted out there is that I didn't know what RTD meant for the longest time. I went back and looked at the notes, and then eventually I realized reverse tie-dye. We said RTD GNCTs. Pretty good.
Well, I'll make them.
Yeah.
And finally,
Amanda, look out.
Yeah.
You heard it here.
Yeah, RTD
Jotham's gonna make our-
GNCTs.
He's got our merch coming.
And we got a comment from Rebecca Erkin. We know Becca, who says, this validated all my Groupon Moon/Mars purchases. And I believe that's when we were talking about making the plans to collinate, which is like colonizing and pollinating.
Yeah.
You're going to collinate Mars and perhaps become like a deity in the minds of your, your descendants. Was that the plan?
Yeah, that seems about right.
That seems pretty much like what I'll do.
Yeah.
So why don't we find out how we've been doing? Jotham, how have we been doing?
We've been doing well. As you can see, I'm in some tie-dye. I don't know if you guys know. Yeah. This is like a shibori. I tried to do a sideways type thing.
It's where you get tied up in the ropes like the Japanese way. The silk ropes.
Wait, I thought that was that ninja from the Sega system.
It could be all three.
That's Shinobi.
Oh.
Wait, so you're saying all you do is do these puzzles where you fill in digits 1 through 9?
Yes.
Sudoku. I'm going to give a little sting that explains each one that I'm describing.
So I'm wearing tie-dye boxers too.
Really?
Yeah. That was unintentional, just what I grabbed, but
I didn't mean to tie-dye them.
Tie-dyed.
It turns out
No, I
it's
meant to
super cool.
tie-dye them, but yeah, so I think I'm done for now though. I think I've done my tie-dye. I haven't even worn all the shirts that I've tie-dyed, I don't think.
So
you don't even know.
Yeah.
I can't be sure. I gotta check my inventory.
I have to wear the next ones to count them. Like you can only count.
I can't count that high.
Yeah.
Let's see. I've been dealing with house stuff, trying to buy a house, and I can see why now. I see why people say it's stressful. There's just a lot of stuff, a lot of paperwork, a lot of numbers that don't get any lower. It's I don't know. Dealing with title companies, and there's a roof going on this week, and inspectors coming over, and so I just hope I get it done.
There's
as
a
soon
lot
as
of
I
like,
can.
from what I hear, I haven't purchased a home, but there's a lot of boutique, like whole industries that have grown up inside the house buying process that have just like wedged themselves into the process. Like you have to hire somebody to do a radon test, then you have to hire somebody else to do the roof test, and you have to hire somebody else to do your title search, and so
and
on.
Like I don't know any of this stuff, so like I'm just going on referrals from these people that like they're referring to their friends. Right. And like I get a homeowner's quote. Oh, it just happens to be the same company that the mortgage loan originator owns. And I'm like, okay, this is home insurance, whatever.
This doesn't seem like I'm getting
fucked. The guy pays now. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I signed an 89-page document. I tried to read it as best I could.
Who's got time for that? Jesus.
Yeah,
Lord.
the guy's just standing over your shoulder like, yep, okay, next page.
Yeah.
And next
Do
page.
you get it, or are you stupid?
So, if all goes well, June 9th is when we close. So.
Wow.
All right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you feel like a grown up?
I feel very grown up. Yeah.
It's a very grown up thing to do.
Yeah, it's and it's pretty cool that it's happened. Like I've grown a lot in the last few years, it seems like. So this is nice that I can do this.
The milestone.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you'll be your own land baron.
Oh man, then you're gonna have to deal with all that. Well, I mean, now you're like a shelf hanging, like thick boy with a hammer, right?
So, I fixed a drain last night.
What?
Whoa.
Whoa, euphemism. Nepotism.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're.
It wouldn't click closed, and I got it to click closed.
Baby.
I don't know what that means.
So now,
Well, picture like a drain, like it sits, and like you could like click it closed to
let the water
to
fill.
fill the tub
Oh,
up.
the stopper.
That wasn't working, so I pulled it out, and I fixed it. I'm not gonna
Oh,
tell
yeah,
you what
you
I
did.
did, but I fixed it. It was very complicated.
Pulled out and I fixed it.
well, that's good. Turning into a real home guy,
I was about to say homebody,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean
Homeboy.
that.
house.
Oh, I'm a homebody.
homeboy.
Yeah, and I'm your homeboy too. And I hope I will continue to be your homeboy.
Jotham
That's your
is
sign
my
off
house
for
body.
the.
What's the sign off? I hope you'll be my homeboy. That was Mr. Rogers. Yeah. Well, anything else you want to let us in on?
I don't think so.
Open up your
I mean,
heart.
you know, there might be more, but for right now, that's good.
Okay. Teasing.
There's more. But I don't want you to know about it.
I didn't make any notes. I don't know what's going on in my life. I'll think of something later.
Jared,
All right.
have you been?
All right.
Cool. Corin, what's up, dude? Good to see you, brother. And we hug. So, what's going on with you, man? What's up, Jared?
Not a whole lot. I went to polo again, which was a fun time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they let you back in.
They did let me back in.
Your
I got to
Polaroid
get up.
wasn't on the bulletin board?
Did you have to like wear big sunglasses and style your hair differently?
He was up on two different boards, one for eating like a big burger and the other one because he's banned.
They looked at the wrong board when he entered. Oh,
The
yeah.
burger guy.
Oh my gosh. Well, I do want to ask a question. Did you root loudly for the same guy who you had that kind of like, who you kind of embarrassed by being a fan of last time you were there?
No, we had to pick somebody else because he wasn't there.
Okay.
He refused to come back.
He doesn't come on coupon night. Just kidding, Jared.
I did get up on the, like at halftime they bring out like a fake horse that you can get up on and swing the mallet to try to
I
hit
saw
the
that in
balls
your
to the goal.
story.
Came real close, but hit it pretty good all three times. Had a pretty good turnout.
How
You get three tries.
How long is that? Is the mallet 6 feet?
Yeah, it's got to be at least, because I could, like sitting on the horse, I could basically like put my hand on the end of it and the other end touching the ground. Like it's pretty long.
It's like a golf club and a croquet mallet.
Yeah. And
Like,
see,
you know.
I always thought that like, because it has that like, yeah, it's like a croquet mallet, has the cylinder on the end, and I assume like in croquet you hit it with the ends, like the small ends, but no, you hit it with the sideways, like a golf club.
Yeah, bigger surface area
Correct.
get that ball with.
Correct.
Yeah.
Did you? But you missed. You failed.
He was
hit
dead
the
on
ball
track.
all three times. Just came up very short of actually going through the posts.
You didn't get a hole in one.
I did not get a hole in one, nor was
Are
that
the
even an
balls
option.
stationary,
Admit it,
or are
Jared.
they like?
Admit it,
You what?
Jared. You didn't even get close to getting a hole in one. Jotham's
Damn
really
it.
gotten under your skin.
Who is this guy? Goran, what did you say?
Nothing as good as that.
All right.
I didn't know. I want to know about this feat of strength in every detail. Like
Okay.
you're sitting on this fake horse.
Mm-hmm.
What does the horse look like? Is it like lifelike, or is it just
No,
a piece of wood?
It's
with a
basically
saddle on it.
a piece of wood that is like very slightly resembles a horse.
It's like the wicker horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are the balls just sitting on the ground next to you, or are they like pitching them at you?
they put one on the ground for you one at a time to swing at.
Okay.
They chuck it from about 30 feet away, and you one time it into the net.
Yeah.
These are the important details that I need.
And they have to, when you swing the mallet, you have to keep your arm straight and just, put it behind you, swing it like a pendulum.
We all know how polo works, Jared. You don't have to tell us how to swing.
Why are you asking so many damn questions?
I want to know about the fake horse.
Corin, you gave yourself up.
I've seen real horses. I've never
they're
seen a
all
fake
ripped.
horse.
Yeah, I was going to say,
athletic.
what were the muscles like on this wooden horse?
Striation everywhere.
You guys
This
got
horse
the,
kind of looked like it had Marfan syndrome or something. It had like the big body and the tiny skinny legs.
Oh, chicken leg syndrome.
chicken leg syndrome sounds more like it.
Yeah. It's a delicious cut of bird. Is that what that was?
That's a good piece of bird.
Oh, that's a good piece of bird. Did you guys get the cross section that I sent to you that shows a human versus a horse cross section and how, like, it's just a diagram, but it shows how an average horse is just so like, oh, it's bloated, round, fat ass slob piece of shit.
I gotta look into this more.
This is insane.
Because they're mostly ripped. I mean, I know they're not all ripped, but they're mostly ripped.
Some of
I know
them.
Corin agrees with me.
The horses
100%.
out there are fine athletic specimens.
Yeah, they got to be ripped to be athletes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like
maybe
your
the
average
Budweiser
horse.
horses aren't ripped. The Clydesdales. Did we
Clydesdales.
talk about that?
Certainly did. That was
They're
one
like
of my
the
main
power
arguments
lifters.
against
They're
your...
ripped, but they're not toned.
But
you know,
yeah, they're not. Yeah.
Yeah,
a
because
power
they're
lifter
working in
doesn't
the
have
cold.
striation, but they're super strong.
Well, I
Right.
mean, before they do one of those commercial shoots, like they dehydrate so they can see the veins in their legs and such.
They put them in the
Who
horse sauna.
dehydrates them? The horses do?
Horses choose to because they want to look good in the commercial.
There's two things we know about horses: they're ripped and they're vain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vein.
What does a horse dehydration machine look like?
I think it's
Bigger
just
than mine.
I think
A
it's
jerky
just,
maker.
I think they just use time.
Oh,
you were
THYME.
imagining
that's so fun.
you were imagining like how they make beef jerky, but just a
sauna.
little bit.
Yeah.
They're walking through a sauna.
It's like technically what we're doing is jerking the horse, but only 5%.
What does that mean again?
Obviously, you understand the terminology. It's time to go jerk the horses. It's got to get them ready for the commercials.
Gotta get him camera ready. Time to jerk this horse.
That reminds me of my favorite joke that I can't say without laughing. I think I've gotten
true.
over it though because I say it a lot.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I don't say it a lot, but I've repeated it so many times in my head to myself. I think I can.
Nope.
Do you guys know what he's gonna say?
I have no idea.
No, you guys
just
know.
love-
You guys are gonna know.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry,
I love that he was laughing during the explanation process.
Jotham. Okay, I think Jotham hates this where I just start laughing a lot. Okay.
Yeah, he hates it when we laugh.
All right, all right. I'm gonna look away from the screen for a second.
All right.
All right, sorry. If you're
Do you want me to do it?
do you know it? You don't know it.
I know parts of it. I know the punchline.
If your Uncle Jack was stuck on a horse, would you help your Uncle Jack off a horse? It's not even that funny, but like I just can't do it. If your Uncle Jack was stuck on a horse, doesn't know what's coming.
I was just gonna say your uncle jacked off a horse.
Way better. Algae couldn't do that.
Yeah, come on.
Your uncle was on a horse. Your uncle jacked off a horse.
No, but the real one. All right. If your Uncle Jack was stuck on a horse, would you help your Uncle Jack off a horse? Okay, that's stupid. I apologize. Oh, okay. So you were
My
on a
friend
horse.
Jared was stuck on a horse.
Would you help your Uncle Jared off that horse?
Just as funny.
So they dehydrate the horses and they turn into wood, you said?
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
So was the highlight getting to get up on that wooden horse? Was there a big line like a Renaissance festival contraption?
I had to sit in line. I was the only one in our group last time who did not get to do it, so I was kind of looking forward to it.
Is that
So I
the
waited
first
in
thing you
line.
did?
No, it happens at halftime, so you can't do it until you go out there. And also, I beat everybody at bocce, which is really good.
I love bocce.
Lawn bowling.
They have that at the polo place
No, we
as well?
brought with, because the field is open before they actually play. Like for a couple hours, the whole field is open for everybody. So you can bring bocce, you can bring cornhole, you can bring a frisbee or whatever.
Take a bocce ball, slam it into the ground, make a divot.
That's right.
Make an ankle threat?
Trap.
Ankle trap. Better.
Yeah.
A glue trap. Get it?
Tasteless. Scentless.
Yeah, I mean, that was it.
Polo's
It was,
great.
it was the last match
Y'all
of the
didn't-
season. It's not starting up back up till the fall, so
So you really brought the house down?
yes,
Did you guys get a little rowdy?
we got pretty rowdy.
How did you
That's
feel?
what I like
Did you
to
feel
hear.
better this time? Like last time, you said you felt like the people around you might have been a little bothered by you. Was it different?
I felt like they might have been a little bothered, but it didn't bother me.
He was loose. Jared got loose.
Two different things, man.
This time was much the same, but we found out that we can go to that cool spot anytime for like a little bit extra money. So I think that's the move that we're gonna do every time instead of trying to tailgate.
Nice.
You're paying for VIP.
Private table, shade, bathroom facilities.
VIP,
Pool
RTD, GNCT. You know what I'm saying?
RTD.
ABC,
Did you just
BBD.
say RTD?
Yeah, that was part of it.
Yeah.
Right on.
Cool.
Everybody's breaking new grounds. Jared's becoming a regular at the polo grounds. Jotham's a homeowner and a shelf builder. He built shelves with his bare hands.
And fixed strings.
Also a thick boy, I'm told. Corin, what have you been doing?
I have been proving to myself that I am an old man. I am currently hobbled.
Oh no.
I
Misery.
have been going to punch school, as you all know, and
Kick punch school.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've been trying
foot
to
punch.
foot punching school. We learn how to punch feet, and so pre-pandemic, I was like fight training. I was like getting ready to try to take my first fight, and I was like in some of the best shape of my life. And then pandemic hits, quarantine. I start quarantine baking, start eating whole cakes for meals.
No, so
living the
pre-pandemic.
good
So
life.
this is when you were living in Seattle that you were at your peak physically. You're saying
Yes, I also didn't have any friends, so all I had to do was work
that's
out
what I was
and work.
I was imagining when you said that. I was like, oh, he was all lonely and just in the
Just angry,
yeah.
angry and
I was
lonely.
going to say, I baked myself new friends. And then I ate them.
I ate them before they could turn bad. Get it? Watch your back. But then, so now I'm back in Portland, trying to get back in the groove of things and going back to punch school, new punch school. And they had us do an exercise on Monday that has rendered me useless for the last 2 days. My legs won't straighten out all the way, and my hip won't bend right. So I'm walking around literally like hobbled over like a little crunched up old man.
You want to get a demo?
No. No, it hurts too bad.
Okay.
What you were saying?
That's
Can
too
you
bad.
can you show us
Yeah.
your problem?
Yeah. And it's the like tendons behind my knees are tight.
Ugh.
Is a problem I never thought I would have. I never considered that to be a spot for injury.
Yeah,
The back of your knee.
you're finding brand
It's
new
weird.
ways to fudge yourself up.
Yeah. It's fun. Oh, the only other thing I've done this week is play a lot of a video game
A video
called Days Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like some zombie thing.
was that the
There's two-
freebie on the PlayStation the Plus subscription
Yeah.
this month?
Yes.
I was
But
wondering if
there's
it's
two
good.
weird things.
Sorry.
It is good. I really like it. It's weird because it takes place in Oregon, so it's very like Oregon focus.
Scenic.
Like they talk about all of the stuff, the Oregon thing.
They go to Voodoo Donuts.
They talk about Portland being nuked.
Elevation.
Mountains everywhere. And it's also starring
Clyde
a guy.
Drexler.
Yeah, and you go and you hang out with the Decemberists, and then the Thermals are there, and it's a good time. That's all the Portland celebrities I can think of.
Kyle MacLachlan.
Oh,
He's there pretending to be the mayor.
He's there pretending to be from Portland. But it's a guy, like it's a video game actor who
Is it Troy
was
Baker?
No, it was the guy who starred in another video game with his same face. His stupid face was in it. He was.
But
it
you
was
don't know him from film or TV.
No,
Only
only
from
video
video
games.
Okay.
He was the Darth Vader's apprentice in that.
Oh, Star
Killer.
Yeah. I know that guy. Sam
But it's-
Witwer.
Star Killer. I know him.
Yeah, that's his name. Sam Witwer. That's his name. Trust me.
I do.
Did you just
There's
real
anyone
quick
I
say,
would trust.
Did you just real quick say, yeah, that's the ticket? Yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah, trust me. Sam Witwer.
Witwer. Yeah.
Sam.
It's the only guy I know whose face has been in 2 video games, but I've never seen him in anything else.
He was in that show Supernatural.
Oh,
something.
yeah, that had like 25 seasons.
Yeah.
I bet there were a lot of people in that show.
But was he one of the main dudes?
Yeah, I think he was one of the main dudes.
That's different,
Oh.
see, Corin.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He's got like that BB.
He's got a
scar.
butt chin.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he purses his lips all of them.
I was gonna say some of these pictures are like Joker-esque.
Sexy as hell.
I guess that's what I meant.
Yeah, I can't think of another actor who's just like given their face to video games. and
Face,
only
that's
video.
definitely tough. I bet Jared could name like 20 voice actors who exclusively work in the video game realm. But I'm trying to think of ones who, like, typically if they bother to like, you know, recreate someone's face, it's because you'd recognize them from one of the. But I guess maybe, you know, to people who like love Supernatural, that's like seeing Tom Cruise in your video game.
They could have paid Jared Padalecki to appear in the video game. That's the guy's name, right?
That's the
Or
guy from
Jensen-
Jerry Maguire. Speaking of Tom Cruise, right? The little kid. Human head weighs 8
Yeah,
pounds.
Jared Padalecki. What was that kid's name?
What kid?
The kid from Jerry Maguire.
Oh,
Jared Padalecki.
no, Jonathan Lipnicki.
Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't. Oh, we shouldn't have left
I
that.
was about to
hanging.
have a stroke.
Hey,
so
before
that-
you have a stroke, get out there and jerk the horses.
Hey.
What?
The only other thing that's been going
Wait,
on.
who's Jared Padalecki?
He's one of the Supernatural boys.
You know
There
who
were
the
2
other one
boys.
is, but you didn't know the first one.
No, Jensen Ackles is the first one. They're the 2
Who
brothers.
the fuck is Sam Witwer then? I thought Jared
don't
said he was
know.
one of the main dudes.
There's an American Supernatural and a UK one, right?
What,
Oh,
wait, what'd
here
you
we
say?
go. Backtracking. He said it's the UK version.
Hold on. Yeah, I might be wrong. I know what it is. Definitely Sam Witwer. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, I
His
just
stupid
looked him up
face.
with his, you know, his face is like.
The Mist, Star Wars,
Battlestar
Force Unleashed,
Galactica.
Clone Wars. Yeah, he was in Battlestar.
He played
Supergirl,
Crashdown.
Riverdale. Oh, he's Darth Maul in Star Wars Rebels. How about that?
He's Mr. Hyde
How
in
about
Once Upon
that?
a Time.
Once upon a time.
I can match you credit for credit.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Not Supernatural. Being Human.
Oh,
The show is called
Being
Being Human.
Human.
Is that the
Not
one
I
with
watched some of that.
3 types of
Yeah.
special beings?
Yeah.
Like how
Yeah,
do they
like
get
the
it's
real
like the
world.
real world, except with like a werewolf, a Dracula,
and a
and
mummy.
a
is
Frankenstein.
it a mummy? Wait, what
No.
is it?
No, it's a ghost, a vampire, and a werewolf.
Oh, okay.
Just like
Walk into a
a
bar.
transparent lady.
So yeah, that's been it. And then the only other thing going on is the mystery between Alistair and I.
Oh, you want to talk about
There's
it?
a mystery.
I had it on my list too. Okay, so
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
for as long as I can remember in my iPhone, as long as I've had an iPhone, which must date back to it's 10 years or something like that. The fairly late adopter. I think the first iPhone I had was the 3rd generation, if that times it. Someone look up when the 3rd generation was.
I refuse.
So for as long as I can remember, Corin
2012.
Atchison's... Pardon me?
I said 2012.
Oh, thank you. Holy shit.
Let me confirm that though.
I don't think that's right.
I'm pretty sure. I think it came out in 2009.
What do you mean? Wait.
Wait, which one?
Well, the first one. Sorry, the first one.
Oh, first was in
No.
20... Okay, so...
No, because the
2012.
first one
No.
was before I made my journey into the next part of my life. The
When you started getting swole?
yeah,
When I started swelling.
the first iPhone came out 12 to 13 years ago.
I think the first one came out in 2008.
You keep thinking all these different things.
I was wrong.
Yes. Anyway,
So as long as I can
so-
remember, we'll get that information. Corin's name on text messages has come up as the wee pasty. THE hyphen capital capital WEE hyphen capital PASTY. The wee pasty. And this never struck me as odd because Corin, back in the old days, like he said in the last phase of his life, he was very skinny.
this is true.
And pale. He was kind of coming out of his high school goth era. Goth ska.
It took me 10 years to come out of that.
Scoff. SKOTH. Yeah. One of the worst combos available. It's like the last ice cream left in the shop. So he was very pale and very skinny. As I would always say, slender as a willow reed. And he, for instance, used to wear a shirt that said, girls love skinny pale guys, or chicks dig skinny pale guys, or something.
It was probably that. I also had worse taste in
Shirts.
fashion. Yeah.
So
Statements.
So part of his whole thing was I'm so skinny and so pale, but I make it
was
work
his
for
whole
me.
thing.
So I didn't think it was odd at all that his old, maybe, forgotten nickname that he attached to his contact information was the wee pasty. So I've always seen that. And then he sent a message to the group text today. And when I went into it, our group text, obviously not the gaming one. I'm not part of that one. Neither is Jotham.
Me neither. Yeah.
So I went into the text thread and it said Corin Atchison. So I sent a message, which imagine not having any context for this, not knowing that this had been going on. I sent a message that said, "Did you change from the wee pasty ? All I see is Corin Atchison." So he's trying to decode this in his mind. And he's saying, "What are you talking about?" I'm saying the wee pasty. Did you change that? He's like, "I have no idea what you're talking about." So we had a long back and forth where I'm trying to convince him that he has changed, that he put the wee pasty in as his nickname in his phone contact information, and presumably, in my mind, disseminated it across all his friends in his contact list. But no one else sees the wee pasty. I only see it in the contact that says specifically from my GNC Gmail account that the wee pasty is attached to your contact information there. But I have no recollection of ever entering that information. All I know is I saw it pop up at some point in the past. It was like, oh, Corin, how he is. So now, where are we at?
A mystery is afoot.
We have
Corin
no idea
claims.
who. But
yeah.
also, okay, listen to this though. I brought up a friend of ours, Brian Choquette, close friend of Corin's, acquaintance of mine. I haven't seen him in many years. For some reason, because of an incident in the past, I kind of was drawing a connection between them. I was like, did Corin's friend Brian somehow change Corin's contact information just in my phone as some kind of joke? Because I was remembering that back in the days of MySpace, Brian once took a picture of Corin that was like all like silly, spooky kind of, because you were in like a green light and you were like, or something like that, and made a fake MySpace profile. Yeah, Scoff. A fake MySpace profile and named it what I think was like Nether Corin or something like that. Something Corin to mean like some evil Corin. So I imagined that same mind could come up with something like the wee pasty. It doesn't necessarily seem like he's not a prankster, except for that time that he tried to steal your identity. Which was a good prank.
Good prank.
So what are your thoughts on this?
For the life of me, I do not know where this came from.
Sorry.
I swear that I did not ever change my own contact information in anyone's phone or my own information.
I do want to point something out that when I brought up this Brian story, which is pretty vibrant in my mind, I'm pretty sure I'm remembering something that really happened. Jared says he remembers the picture that I'm talking about, but not the fake account. We should get Brian in on this. Because I brought that up, and Corin, you say you have
witnesses.
No recollection of that. So
That's
I don't know if
true.
I can trust you remembering whether you would have been like, oh, this is me, the wee baby. You remember how you talked back then? It was a disgrace.
I am an unreliable witness, especially pre 12 years ago, pre 2009,
and especially to your own life.
To any life, yeah, except Spider-Man's life.
Oh, that's something else we got to remember to
him.
talk about. Your new Spider-Man picks that we've discovered and seen.
Unearthed. Oh, I forgot we put those up too. Anyway, so yeah, I have no idea. This is all news to me. I can't believe that this has been my contact name in your phone for that long, and it's just not come up before.
Yeah,
like that's
for 10 years.
The biggest.
Like whenever you text, it just says the wee pasty. I was like, oh, like that's just Corin's old joke. He hasn't bothered to change it. He's not wee or pasty anymore.
It's amazing to me that this is, lasted this long.
Never once did it occur to me that it wasn't you that did that. That's crazy.
I love this so much. It may have been. Again, you are correct.
I think it was you.
I don't remember most things, but I specifically don't remember doing that ever.
I don't remember most things, but it's because I'm not around for them.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
This,
Good.
I mean, it also is one of the deeper GNC mysteries, along with ugly Brooklyn women.
Yeah, that's when Corin and I shared a home after some part. Yeah, and a computer. And after some party. Well, I mean, I'm assuming it was after a party because
again, we don't know.
Corin and I, even at the time when many long years hadn't eroded our memories. Even at the time, neither of us, we knew neither of us had typed this in, but on on the Google home page, if you just arrowed down the first thing that came up, was it in quotes too? It said ugly Brooklyn women. And we didn't know who did that or what they were looking for. Is it a song? You say Space Ghost?
No, I said specifically with the quotes because that's how you verbatim.
I'm looking for the exact wording. It's the lyrics to the Leonard Cohen song.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we asked everybody who regularly used the computer because this was back in the day when a lot of drifters could keep a computer. Yeah, we had a lot of drifters in the living room using our computer, and nobody fessed up to it. I thought it was. Bringing up Brian again, I thought it was his then girlfriend, now wife, Melanie, who would have searched for ugly Brooklyn women. That seemed like something she would do. Yeah. She swore it wasn't her.
We need to get him on the show.
Yeah, I feel like he could clear up a lot of stuff. He's really entangled with a lot of these mysteries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do
you think we can get him on the show?
How's he been? He's fine. He's got three kids.
Yeah.
Living in Colorado still.
Is he designing buildings?
Yeah, beautiful things. He's they're winning at life.
I like to think it was us that gave them just the kickstart they needed by DJing at their wedding. That's what Jared and I did that.
Yeah. And I gave a very nervous speech.
Yeah, he said, one of Brian's friends has been one of the most important things in my life.
Hey, we pasty in the house. I don't know where this came from.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Coin the term.
If my name is
Give me your phone.
wee pasty.
Oh my god, let me get your phone. Oh my god, I just thought, oh my god. This is going to be like my whole brand, like my brand. I was the only one you ever thought to tell about it.
And immediately forgot. So that's been that.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Well, and Spider-Man, we did unearth that picture of Corin kind of half-heartedly Spider-manning.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one, yeah.
Nick Fury
haven't
looking
seen- I
a
haven't
little
s-
disgusted.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
Me neither.
And like the eyes are kind of like
Realwish.com
exactly.
Spider-Man.
I like the pose the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a casual Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's just kind of half
you
hunched
want.
over, just all, if you want. If you want. Yeah, but then just after, like,
With immediately.
he was like, to cleanse the palette, to erase that, he sent a new picture, a more recent picture in an obviously better costume, all the way
Obviously
down.
better.
Like,
Well,
full
so I looked at that guy.
spider
I looked at
cling.
the photographer's Instagram page. I found another one of you jumping in the air.
Yeah,
Do you have a cosplay Instagram?
I do.
What is it?
Because I asked to follow you, and I haven't gotten the
Corin, what is it?
approval yet.
Oh no, I'm not gonna say it on here.
Why?
Because then
Because it's
everybody will go
private.
follow it.
You said
It's private.
Sorry, it's at the wee pasty. This is a whole. It's just an ARG.
Yeah, it was just to get followers. Just trying to get clout on my Instagram account. No, I started that back when I lived in Seattle when I first moved up there.
you were ripped.
Because I didn't have any friends, and that was a good way to like meet other nerds. So,
Well, so I figured it out.
but it
because
is on private because I don't want anyone from my professional life or
Sure.
Yeah, no shit.
people finding it.
Well, the photographer posted a picture of you and then tagged an account that doesn't exist, a Corin something that doesn't exist, and then the only person that responded was at Corin can't remember what your username
whoa,
is. Sorry, I won't
easy,
say it.
buddy.
Sorry, the wee pasty. Sorry, the wee pasty. And all right, I'm just gonna stop talking. But
You're
I
gonna
was certain
accidentally
that it was you.
Say his social security number and
Dox
home
you.
address. Yeah. Doxing Spider-Man. Oh, that's serious though.
Oh no!
Yeah, you don't joke about that.
Yeah.
People's
That's how Aunt May
lives are
got
at
killed.
stake. Oh, that's man.
And then Spidey had to make a deal with Mephisto, and that's how the One More Day storyline started, and that was a fucking train wreck.
Mephisto.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my story about Spider-Man.
All right. So anything else been up with you, Corin?
No. I think that pretty well covers it.
No, man. All right, me. I've been trying out a little something called the Field Roast. You guys know about the
Field
I
roast.
think the company is called Field Roast, and the thing that I ate is called the Celebration Roast, which is just
Fake
like
meat.
a vegetarian fake meat little roast thing. You can kind of like cut thin slices, cook it up. Not bad, not bad. If I had to say so myself. So
I know all about Field Roast. They make a fine selection of products.
all kinds of stuff, not just the little compact little half ham sized field
No,
roast.
they make some Link fake sausages that are pretty good. You check them out sometime.
Do they do some loose meat too, like some beef crumble type thing?
Yeah. I think you can get the sausage in like the loose package or the Links. The loose package.
This episode brought to you
The wee
by
pasty.
Field Roast. They make a bunch of stuff. Anyway, Field Roast. I've also been haven't visited like the TikTok or the YouTube, but I will occasionally see these videos that I think are pulled from TikTok of an artist who matches colors. He'll take like, a pickle, and then the whole thing is just the process of showing them just like all the different colors that they put into it, and then in the end they like hold the pickle up on it, and it's like indiscernible. And the same, they've done like CDs, like things with reflective surfaces, and it's just really, it's like magical. The thought of having that type of discipline and skill just is foreign to me as far as visual art is concerned. You guys like matching colors and such?
Mm-hmm.
I love
it's cool.
colors.
He's like, and we need a little purple. It's not, and he like talks you through the whole thing.
I looked up the name. I think the name is something like Fritz Proctor. Does that sound right?
That's a good name.
If it's not,
it's
Sounds
right
fake.
by me.
let's use it.
I've not exactly the same, but I've watched a lot of like paint mixing videos where like the guys at the paint store like mix a bunch of different like pigments and paints, and then the machine shakes it up for a while, and then what they pour out is always like a surprise. I'm like, how did they make that color with those colors?
Did you hear? I mean, if you're into that part of the internet, surely you've heard there was a guy who worked for one of these large paint companies and was making these videos and got fired by the company for like misusing company resources. That is the most, I'm not even going to say the name of who I think the paint company is because they seem like such pieces of shit. Like that is the most promotion this paint company has ever received is this person's social media accounts, and they fire them. I don't know how it played out. I know as of weeks after, they hadn't been rehired and they just did release some dumbass statement. I'm so mad at this paint company. You guys don't even know. So anyway, I think it's down with paint companies, all of them.
Yeah, down with
man.
them.
Whole thing's a racket.
They suck.
I did buy I didn't have any use for it, so I bought it as like a gift for somebody else, but I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. Is like the ultra black paint, like the most
Vanta Black.
Yes, but it was like the Japanese version.
There's only one guy can use Vanta Black, right?
It's like some dickhead
He's a jerk.
Yeah. Oh, what is he? A paint company? Let me at him.
Yeah,
Kind of.
get him.
I guess in a
Drag
sense he
that
is
man.
a paint company. See? All paint companies are bastards. APCAB. Nah, I'm
No.
stricken from the record.
So you bought somebody
Anyway.
some super black paint.
That's it. That's the
Okay.
whole story. I just like
What do
paint.
they do with it?
They painted some black stuff.
Well, yeah,
And it's
but
like
what?
it disappears. Gone from existence. I love it.
I remember in the Restaurant at the End of the Universe, the second book in the Hitchhiker's Guide series, they talk about a spaceship being so black that like you can't cast a shadow on it. I always think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's all think about
and
it.
that basketball that they painted with Fanta Black, Fago Black.
Violent J Black.
Okay. Shaggy Two Dope. That's the other one, right?
Yeah.
Shaggy Two Dope. That's what they called me.
Could be.
God damn it! Did I just glitch while I was doing my Gandalf?
A little bit.
Yeah, that's pretty
That's
good.
what they call. The other thing that's been going on, I've been editing this video for work, for like a nonprofit association. It's like their an annual fundraiser type thing that I've been kind of putting together the components of and doing some little design stuff on and such. And one of the performances that is a part of this fundraising video package is an aria being performed by a tenor, an opera singer. Yeah, it's the from Pagliacci, that one, Vesti di Gubba or whatever it's called Put On Your Costume. You know that? Do you guys know the one I'm talking about?
We all know opera, of course.
No, the one
we
that's
know
all
Oh.
Yeah, it's
I only know that from the joke from The Watchmen.
what is
The
it?
doctor, I am Pagliacci. The
Pagliacci.
Pagliacci, whatever.
I am Patagucci.
And I mean, yeah. But I think okay, so anyway, I watched this performance a bunch of times, and I'm only familiar with about the 10 seconds of that aria that you hear, that part that I just did like perfectly.
Perfect.
That's the only part of the aria I know. But I've listened to the whole thing now a bunch of times. It's a beautiful piece of music. So now I really like this piece of music, and I've gone around and like gone on YouTube and tried to hear all these different performances of it to hear what like people change in it, what the different nuances are, like seeing Pavarotti perform it and stuff, which people say is the he's the best. I also want to point out in the opera, the character's name is Conio, and if I'm reading the subtitle, if the subtitles can be trusted, Pagliaccio means clown and Pagliacci means clowns. Just like gelato and gelati. If I'm again
Here we go.
to reference
Cannoli.
Cannolo.
Cannolo. Yeah.
You guys follow. So
This is going to be the way we learn Italian.
exactly. I know a few words.
One plural word at a time.
I've seen The Sopranos.
So the thing is, I've always had a deep disdain for operatic singing. There's something about it that just rubs me the wrong way. But like listening to this and like going around and seeing all these different performances, then I went in kind of like a rabbit hole on Pavarotti of like just different things of him, like, interviews with him and him doing like master classes where he's like critiquing other singers and stuff who are singing in front of him. And I think I might kind of like, like hearing there's some things I don't like. I don't like super low voices and super high voices, but I think tenors and altos, I can kind of start to get on board. I was enjoying going kind of a tenor opera YouTube search run.
This is how it starts.
That's how it starts.
Yeah. Next week you're going to be in a robe, glass of Chianti.
Yeah,
I can tie-dye that for you.
My tie-dyed robe with ruffles. Then this is like the ruffles with the robe is a classic opera appreciator outfit.
You know it.
Aficionado.
We all know it.
Got the meatloaf clothes.
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf clothes. So evocative. Such a specific thing. I know exactly what he means, and yes, that guy likes opera.
Ruffles from the sleeves, like holding on to one like handkerchief.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm really enunciating tonight. You guys hearing that?
Handkerchief. It's all,
Pavarotti. Handkerchief.
it's all the opera you've been listening to.
Yeah,
It's really
well,
classed you up.
absolutely. What's really funny is going back and finding like the oldest recordings you can of opera singers, like Caruso. You go back and listen. It's all like, it sounds like it was, just recorded through a big like
Tube.
Vitrola
Metal tube.
cone. Yeah, that's all. It's going a little too fast. Like they didn't get the timing playback right. So I'd encourage everybody to experience the beauty of opera, especially with the silly nasal voices from the 30s. 20s, maybe. What kind of do you guys have any experience with opera or operatic singing? Singing in that horrid way.
I went to PCCA, the Pinellas County Center for the Arts.
What
for
else do you call it? The fancy boy.
Fancy boy, Lord Fauntleroy's fancy school for the arts boys.
Never heard that
I
one.
think you just called it Fancy Boy Art School.
Fancy boy art school.
That's it.
And there's a whole section, we had like the theater, the musical theater, technical theater, visual arts, band, jazz band. And then there was one that's just called vocal. And that's where all the opera singers hung out. So just like the musical theater kids, the opera singers were in the hallways of this one building all the time, just practicing their songs and
roughing people up, taking their lunch money, singing at them, change flies out of their pockets.
oh, my glass is all broke.
That's how you bully them.
One of my favorite, is it Mr. Deeds? There's an Adam Sandler movie. Mr. Deeds, I think. Is that the one where he's a
rich,
all rich
guy? Yeah.
And he's a simple man who becomes all rich. But yeah, he's at like some fancy dinner and they introduce some opera singer. And anyway, like a fight breaks out. And like at one point, Adam Sandler like grabs the guy and he's like throwing him down the table. And the guy's just all singing a high note the entire time. And it just cracks me up. I don't know why, but it's so good. I haven't seen the movie in a long time, but I replayed that a lot for sure.
Yeah.
Whew.
Oh, good.
So I'm into opera.
Glad to hear it.
Anything else I've been up to? No. So do you want to get into a quiz? You guys ready for my quiz?
Oh,
Are you guys ready?
I'm super ready.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh boy. It's time for every human's favorite question and answer fun game. I already knew that a long time ago. With your host,
Corin Atchison.
That's me.
Ooh, tricked me.
This week on Quiz Time with Corin, we're doing all cameos.
Okay.
This quiz is based off of the internet service Cameo. We've all seen the ads. They come up in our, I presume, everyone's Facebook
I've
algorithm.
never gotten
We've all seen them.
an ad.
Listen, we all get ads for penis cream. Let's talk about it. All these ads coming up all day long for penis cream. You guys know what I'm talking about.
For the itching, the burning, you get it.
The penis. I apologize to all
Anyway.
listeners. You know what never mind. It's not about penis cream. No, what I was going to say is, I keep having this thought that when we have a quiz, we should post on social media, we're having a quiz. Anyone who wants to hop into this Zoom call can. And let's see what happens.
That
What'd
would
you
be
say?
madness, but
Chaos.
When we have the right quiz for it, we got a plan
Yeah.
and we'll do that. That's
An opera quiz.
Exactly.
when the opera quiz comes,
Laugh, clown, at your broken love. Laugh at the pain that poisons your heart.
oh, that's Patagucci. Got him again. All right. This quiz, lots of available points. I'm going to give you 2 celebrity names. Oh, do we all know what Cameo is, first of all?
I do.
So Cameo is an internet service where you can pay to get a celebrity to like call someone with a message. You can like write them a message.
Like
say,
video or film a little
video them. Yeah. So
Are there
I'm going to
different-
give you the name.
Do people have different like audio and video rates sometimes? They'll like call you or they'll do a video for twice as much or whatever.
I think it's all video, isn't it?
Is
I,
it all
I
video?
believe it's all video, yeah.
I got one for my birthday.
And they're not all live calls.
Oh.
They're just like recorded messages.
What's the name of the person
I can't remember.
who pulls the sheet?
He pulled the sheet, or like he's always doing little tricks. He's not wearing any clothes. He's Asian.
That guy. I remember.
Oh, I mean
That
sheet. I mean
guy.
like
So he pulled the
tablecloth.
sheet and it said like "Happy Birthday, Jotham," like on his belly or something.
and he was all
The funniest part of that was like he was just like pointing for like over 30 seconds
was a
because the
long
trick was
time.
over so quickly, but they must have paid for a minute. And so he just points. You can hear the plates clattering on his nipples or whatever, like and on his crotch.
it's on the crotch.
And then my my sister-in-law got my brother for their 6th or 8th anniversary a Mark McGrath cameo, and he went for like 5 or 6 minutes straight.
Holy cow.
I mean, he played him a song. I mean, it was
On a
pretty
like
great.
on the phone, just held it up. My band,
He
my band
did,
did this 30 years ago.
Well, no, actually, no. He didn't write them a song. He played every morning, but
write
then
them
he
a song.
he made a funny version and
With
he
their
was
names
like,
in it and stuff?
No, like he was just like, with the Halo part, he's like, what does that even mean? He was like doing little like ad libs in between the verse. I don't know.
Oh, boy.
It sounds
It was
like
good,
a fun
Yeah, yeah.
guy. Mark McGrath.
Mark McGrath. Inside Edition. What show was he on?
You're my butterfly, sugar, baby.
That's not,
I know that's not him.
That's crazy.
his name is Bouncy Whiplash. Show some respect. No, what was his name? It's not.
like
it's
that-
his name isn't Snidely Whiplash. It's Sugar Shell Shock. Shifty Shell Shock. Think Town. Crazy Town.
Crazy town.
Crazy Town.
Think Town.
Butterfly.
Sugar.
Okay. I'm going to give you the name of two celebrities. You're going to tell me which one costs more for their cameo.
Ooh, I like this.
And then there'll be bonus points if you want to guess how much their cameo costs or the difference in price between the two. Does that make sense?
That sounds
Absolutely.
hard.
So it sounds like we can get multiple bonus points.
Yeah.
We can
multiple
answer-
I have
bonus
no
points
idea how
available.
much any of it cost.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
None of us do, Jotham.
All right, let's
I've
proceed.
never ordered one. You at least have received one.
I didn't ask how much it cost.
Even if you
It would have been rude.
even if you ask what one person costs on Cameo, there's no way that you
It's
could
all
ever
over.
guess what some of these cost.
Oh, damn it.
It's maddening. So first up, Carrot Top and Pauly Shore. Who costs more?
Alistair.
We all bring in.
You bring in one at a time. I'm sorry,
Alistair.
Alistair.
I feel... Wait, Carrot Top and who?
Pauly Shore.
I think at this point that has to be Carrot Top who can charge more.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Wrong.
Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore.
Oh, Jotham got it. Jotham got it.
What the fuck? I just said the answer and you told me the answer at the same time. I thought we were
Well,
all
there's
ringing
only
in.
two options. If he got it wrong, then the other one is right.
You said
don't
we
get a
all ring
point for that.
individually. I didn't know you were gonna tell him it was wrong each time too.
Yeah, we don't each get to answer.
To be fair,
Remember last time?
we
Corey,
do
last
not.
time you did a quiz.
We do not
all went around.
explain our quiz rules very well before they
We
start,
don't.
and we
No, we
always
don't.
do different ways of bringing in.
Yeah,
So
it's
only
it's
one person
insane.
can get. Only one person can get it, or can we
Only-
all answer? And you're keeping track of everybody's score.
Which would you rather? I'll leave it up to the group.
Why don't you just go in a round in a
Round
circle.
robin.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
go in a round. I'm sorry, we'll scratch Carrot Top and Pauly Shore from the record, unless from oh my
No
gosh.
points.
I would have gotten it wrong because I would have said Carrot Top.
Oh,
I
but
would have gotten it
you
right.
can still guess what the difference is.
Because I
Yeah.
said.
Do you guys?
Answer.
Do any of you? And I'm not going to let all of you do this. It'll take forever. We have a lot of questions. Do you want to guess?
How many
like,
questions did you? I didn't
I
hear
have
you
no
say how many
idea.
questions.
Too many. It doesn't matter.
Oh boy.
Do you want to guess how much either of them cost or the difference between them?
I'm going to say that Pauly Shore costs $250.
No.
2,000.
Whoa.
75.
No.
80.
Okay, you only get one.
$25.
For Pauly Shore?
Yeah.
$325.
God.
Yeah. How about Carrot Top?
Well, it's less than
220.
75.
$150.
How much can he bench? Can he bench more than
Probably
325?
$325. Yeah.
He's weird.
Yeah. Okay, so
You could tell
moving
Corin
on.
changed when he started to look up to Carrot Top.
Not bad.
You know what? You know,
Not
people
bad.
people make fun, but I mean, you know, that guy knows what's up.
Well, except for his whole face.
Except for his whole face. Come on, dude.
Yeah, look at it.
The
It's like
face
a
is the one
purged
thing
Chucky.
you shouldn't. The face is the one part of him I feel like we shouldn't criticize.
Why? Fucking look at
He
it.
can't control it.
It looks like he tried to control it a little too hard.
Yeah.
What's up
Anyway.
next?
I haven't seen him in a while.
Talking like Carrot Top
Daytime
listens and is a
talk show
friend.
host. Daytime talk show host Ricky Lake versus rapper and MTV host Exhibit.
That's got it.
Oh, Exhibit's higher.
That's got it.
Jared.
I
Okay,
agree.
hold on. Hold on.
Jared.
Jared.
I'm going to say
were
Ricky
you-
Lake.
Okay.
I think Jotham and I agree that it's Exhibit.
Jared is right.
Jared gets it.
Ricky Lake. Anybody want to guess? One guess.
500.
2000.
230.
You were closest, Alistair, without going over. I'll give it to you. 225.
Oh,
That
that's
was very
good.
close.
I did go over.
I gotta lower my rates.
By the way. But we don't have to cling to that. That is just something that The Price is Right did. I don't think that was a thing before The Price is Right. So we don't have to get attached to that brand.
And I'm happy to not do that because I get it wrong when you say it. And it's just a greater than less than problem in my head, and I still got it wrong. And yeah, exhibit is $200.
That's not enough to you.
Yo, dog, I heard you like Cameo. So I recorded a cameo on
in
Cameo.
your car.
I'm in your car. Okay. Chris Pontius, stunt performer,
Jackass.
who was part of the Jackass crew, versus Jackson Galaxy, host of
That guy.
Your Cat is a Shithead or something on the Animal Planet.
It's
Cat trainer. He's like the cat whisperer.
Yeah.
Are we not going in a circle?
We're just going. It doesn't
Just do
matter.
whatever.
I mean, there's only two
cares?
choices. We're always going to have some splits going on. Strategic. I feel like that Galaxy is someone that I don't know, but I think that's going to be it.
No, Chris Pontius.
Yeah, I'm going to say Pontius.
Pontius.
Eponymous.
It's close, though. They're very close in price.
Real quick, have you ever watched that cat show with Jackson Galaxy?
Absolutely not.
So
Have
it's
you ever
basically
seen
just
him?
30
Wait,
minutes.
is
Yeah,
it
yeah.
Crazy goatee?
Mhm.
I do know
Yeah,
who
yeah.
that is, yeah.
So basically
Doesn't he
every
have-
episode is just like, my cat's acted up. And he's like, that's basically how cats are. So deal with it.
Thanks for whispering to my cat, asshole.
That's kind of the gist of every show. But anyways.
Yeah. Chris Pontius, $129. Jackson
Less-
Galaxy, $125.
Both less than 130.
Oh.
That is close.
Not a big margin.
Wait, who got those right?
Jared and Jotham got them right.
It's Pontius. It's not Pontius. It's Pontius.
Pontius Pilate.
Yeah, I always pronounce
Chris
it
Pontius Pilot. We'll do that for the next quiz.
The Pontiac Pilot.
Okay, next question. Tom Savini, horror
Mhm.
icon, versus the twins from The Shining. You know the little girls that were in the hallway? Tom Savini, who was in From Dusk Till Dawn and is a famous horror makeup artist.
I say Savini.
You say Savini. Yeah, I'll say Savini.
No! The
Really?
twins from the goddamn thing cost more.
How old
The
are they?
Shining
$80.
twins.
And
They're
they-
like 80 years old.
And they talk in unison.
I don't know.
cameo.
I didn't.
The Shining
I
was
did
in
not
like
get a cameo.
I imagine they
1982 or
do.
3 or something.
Doesn't matter. Now they're 80.
Or wait, or was it 19? Or was it maybe like 1980?
Wow.
So they're
70 something.
they're only a little older than us. What are you talking about? 70 something.
Do you want to guess how much either of them are costing to have a
$80.
cameo? Negative.
Savini, I minimum 200. Minimum.
Whoa.
I'm not guessing.
Okay. You think highly of Savini, it's $100.
Ooh, $100.
The Shining twins, $199.
Less than 200.
They got to split it though, you know.
Oh, yeah, they each only get
Alright.
$99.50.
Yeah. So here's an all asshole round, or I think these guys are assholes, reportedly. Tom Arnold versus Michael Madsen.
Tom Arnold, I would say. Well, I don't know. Michael Madsen fans seem like they could be rabid. I say Tom Arnold though,
I say Madsen.
because Tom Arnold's active, and he had like a big like Trump thing going on, like
Oh, did he?
Ye-
Ooh.
No, not
Matt-
like in opposition to Trump, where
Oh,
he was
okay.
like trying to get the Mark Burnett from The Apprentice to like release tapes of Trump, doing what
Right.
he does. So I would say Tom
Was
Arnold.
Madsen in Reservoir Dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that guy. Cuts
He
off
cut
the
off-
ear.
Mr.
Yeah.
Bond.
I'm gonna say Tom Arnold.
And y'all are both Madsens?
I say Madsen.
Okay. Wait, no, I'm Arnold. Get out of my
Oh,
face.
I'm
two
the only
Arnolds and a Madsen. Okay, Madsen gets it.
Boom.
Madsen's
Fuck.
Madsen's $300.
Oh,
Tom
what,
Arnold.
What am I
Tom
talking
Arnold's
about?
half that.
When you're talking, I'm imagining who has more social media followers, not who costs more on Cameo. I keep answering this
Different
wrong
game, man.
question.
Different game. I don't know if I'm keeping score right.
I'm keeping score.
Right.
Jared's winning 3-1 for I've got.
Oh, I was right.
Okay.
Not quite the blowout it was last time, but
And
I
also,
don't talk about what you're
technically, looking back, you won 26-0, but really, Corin did answer that first 10-point question, so it should be 16-10.
really,
Yeah, because the penultimate question.
Y'all retroactively cooking the books on me.
I made like a.
Y'all have this decision by yourselves. Good.
Quite.
He made an example.
I made
of
a
it.
point. I made a point of because Corin was like, it's not a house party. So I was like, fine, motherfucker, you say it's not house party. I'm not going to count your fucking answer. I don't like that mealy mouth bullshit.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Well,
I'm taking on all the paint companies tonight.
All right. How about we quiz Justin Lee, the kid who played Anyong in Arrested Development, or
Anyong.
Ruben Rabasa, the guy who said "Estinky" in I Think You Should Leave," the car skit.
That guy, because it's more recent.
the what?
That's my thought.
I think you stinky. Not familiar.
It was a sketch show on Netflix called "I Think You Should Leave."
I thought we had all seen it.
Yeah, I feel like he's the winner.
But you can watch it all in about 45 minutes. So
yeah, I'm telling you that one sketch, like where they're honoring Herbie Hancock, and someone films him running up to the podium and falling real hard, and then a dog humps his head, and that's after he had like started giving a speech. Never mind. It flashes back
It's
to that.
really
He's giving a
good.
speech and saying
Really
that the dog
good.
assaulted him. They watched the video and it was just humping his head. You gotta watch it.
I really like that Tim Heidecker jazz one too.
Oh yeah,
It's
guy
all
who's
very
super
good.
into jazz.
Yeah, it's all very good.
Let's talk. No, Corin, slow down.
anyways.
Let's talk about our favorite ones. Jared, what are you
Okay,
into, man?
that was a funny comedic premise. Jared, everybody answer.
Who was
Anyway.
the other one?
Anyong from Arrested Development.
I'm gonna say Anyong.
Okay,
We're
you're
going-
wrong. Yong.
He said that's wrong, young.
Ruben Rabasa costs more at $229 versus Justin Lee's $199 for an Anyong visit.
My brother just bought a Ruben Rabasa T-shirt from him.
That's how you
Good
knew.
for him.
He loves
I'm
him.
glad he's making money.
Yeah.
French Stewart, the squinty-eyed dude from Third Rock from the Sun, versus Michael Winslow, Man of a Thousand Voices from Police Academy.
Michael Winslow.
Michael Winslow.
For sure. That guy.
Michael Winslow deserves more.
Thank you.
Of our respect.
Yes.
Better be. Just having.
No,
Really?
I'm sorry. French Stewart, $100.
It's that network.
Not-
network T. Oh, wait, is he in the Zoom room? Oh, never mind.
Jared, look out. He's right behind you.
Yeah, we thought the mic thing was Jared. The mic pop filter.
It's round and dark.
I played Inspector Gadget in the sequel. Was that a good impression?
Yeah. I don't know if he even talks like that, but that's how he looks like he talks.
Haven't you ever seen? You've watched Third Rock from the Sun. That's how you developed your
Oh,
whole
yeah.
look.
I was in that show.
Yeah.
So was French Stewart.
Yeah, unfortunately. Anyway, Michael Winslow, $95.
So
Pretty
we all
good.
said Michael Winslow.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Jotham.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that doesn't sound like he really said it.
Yeah, I did.
I'm marking it down for you.
Oh, but no.
Thank you.
Michael Winslow, you all got it wrong. He was
Yeah.
less.
Oh, well, I did say Winslow.
I
French
gave
Stewart
I
was
gave all three of
$100.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, I
But
gave us all
let's all
3
get
points,
points.
so it doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah. It doesn't matter either way. Okay, more weird.
First right thing someone said today.
It doesn't matter. Bob Saget versus Brian Austin Green.
Ooh.
Who's that?
Two of the greats.
Megan Fox's husband.
Yeah.
From 90210.
He's a
I think that was his...
I believe he's better known as a DJ in recent years.
Ooh.
I feel like
Saget.
Bob Saget's more.
I'm gonna say Saget because I don't know who the other one is.
You're all wrong.
How are we so
Really?
bad at this?
Yeah.
Why aren't you enjoying that so much?
BAG costs $11. No, sorry. I should not do math. $51 more. It's $349 versus $400.
Wow.
$400 for a Brian Austin Green cameo.
Does Megan Fox also?
Did she
in
do
it,
a
or no?
cameo in the cameo?
Yeah.
He didn't mention that, but it's presumed. Now, I don't know. I'm just trying to move on. Cal Dodd.
Oh, I forgot Corin broke up with Megan Fox and he's still trying to move on.
I don't want to talk about it.
Wait, are they still married?
I don't know.
Mm.
Guys, you don't know the status of Megan Fox's and Brian Austin Green's relationship?
Yeah, my subscription to Maxim ran out, so I'm not up to date on my Megan Fox news. That was funny.
It was.
It's
Is Maxim magazine even still a thing?
I bet they've got a website.
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be.
Now
Can't
they're just
live
an
if it's not.
Instagram feed.
Cal Dodd, the voice of Wolverine from X-Men the Animated Series, versus Mike Carter, the actor who played Bib Fortuna in Star Wars The Last Jedi.
I feel like those Star Wars characters can just write their own check.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Star Wars adds a couple.
Star
So
Wars adds
I
a
am going
zeros.
to go with the opposite of my instincts, not the Star Wars guy, whoever the fuck else you said. X-Man.
Wolverine from the X-Men the Animated Series.
For some bizarre reason, I'm going to say that's it.
I'm gonna say Bib Fortuna.
I'm gonna say Star Wars.
Bib Fortuna is more fun to say, but it is wrong. He's $50 for a cameo. I hope he's in the full makeup because he's just some guy.
Wanawanga.
Cal
That's all
Dodd,
that is.
$75
So that's the guy who did the voice for Wolverine in the X-Men animated series. That
from the
he has that
from the
crazy-
90s.
Yeah, it's also in the video game. Yeah.
Correct. Speaking of voice actors, Billy West, the voice actor from Futurama, famously did Fry, Zoidberg, the
Bugs
Professor.
Bunny.
Yeah, remember
He was-
Bugs Bunny in Futurama?
But I mean, he is the new Bugs Bunny.
No, he's not the new one.
People
Not in the new
always
Space
say
Jam.
that. They always say, oh, he's the new Bugs Bunny, but nobody ever dethrones him.
I thought he did like most of the.
He did the
WB
original
now.
Space Jam.
Okay. He's also
And he did
Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
How
He's done a
often
lot
do
of
we
stuff.
go down Billy West's fucking resume? I feel like that's happened 3 or 4 times on this show. He's
Too
doing
many
fine.
times. He's
He's
great.
the red M&M.
Yes, thank you.
That comes up too.
And versus Troy Baker,
Oh,
actor from The Last of Us and BioShock Infinite.
I said his name earlier in the show.
Hmm.
I know you invoked him.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Baker.
I recently played Infinite, so I'm gonna say Baker too.
I feel like this whole quiz is just going, is like everything is
against
just
what
the
you think.
opposite of what you think it's supposed to be. So I'm going to agree with the guys.
You
The
all
last
get a
one worked for
point.
you.
Yay!
Troy Baker, who lists himself as an actor, not a voice actor, versus Billy West, who just says voice actor from Futurama. I think these guys think more of themselves.
I think of these guys.
I think of these guys. Moving on. Alfonso
Ribeiro.
Carlton
Mhm.
versus Mina Sorvino, who lists herself as Oscar-winning actress.
You mean Mira
Which is true.
Sorvino?
Mira Sorvino?
Mira Sorvino.
Alfonso Ribeiro.
Yeah. I mean, because you know, every time he's doing a cameo, he's doing that fucking Carlton all day long, and like he's going to charge good money to like throw his back and arms around like that. He's not a young man anymore.
Yeah, it's got that Fresh Prince magic. I mean, Mira Sorvino had what? What was she?
Mighty
oh,
Aphrodite.
Yeah.
Romy and Michelle's high school reunion, Summer of Sam.
She was in those two.
Oh yeah. What was it called? Mimic?
She's awesome.
Remember that movie?
What was it?
Mimic. Oh,
About the-
yeah.
about the subway
man-sized,
station.
Man-eating cockroaches.
Cockroach. Yeah, I like that movie.
Oh, did you see that
Anyway.
one movie about the one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater? It was called
like
Species. Because it's a very
pretty close.
specific species.
that lady was on the cameo thing too, but she did not make the comedy
Natasha
list.
Henstridge.
Natasha Henstridge. Is that it?
Is the lady with 3 boobs from Total Recall in there?
Ooh, I wish. You know she would have made the list.
Every time she does a cameo, she has to do the Carlton. You know how it is. Everyone expects it.
All right, so everybody says Carlton.
Yeah.
Everyone's wrong.
Man.
I know. Mira Sorvino charges $259. Alfonso Ribeiro charges $250.
$9 difference.
So you're saying there's a $9 difference between.
Yeah, if you get an
Sorvino.
Oscar, you get $9 more.
That's the bump.
Yeah, that's the bump. Moving on, Kristen Ritter from Breaking Bad and Jessica Jones.
And don't trust the bee in Apartment 23. Is that it?
Was she in
Don't
that?
trust. Is that it?
I think it is.
I
I
don't
remember
know.
Mandy watched some of that and really liked it, and then just stopped after like 3 episodes.
I think
that's all the
everyone just
juice it
stopped.
had.
Yeah. Versus Jonathan Frakes,
Oh.
TNG,
Man.
Riker.
This is a good one.
Ritter versus
Who?
Riker. Oh,
Oh,
I gotta
yeah.
go with my boy, Frakes.
what?
I don't know who that is, so I'm going with the girl. Because I know who she is.
It's Riker from Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yeah.
Number
Oh.
1.
Always stepping over the chair.
Because he has back
So-
problems.
Really?
Yeah. I saw something on it. It's like he does that because he can't like sit properly. So every time he sits on a chair, he puts his leg over the back of it.
That was just
It's
because he was a
crazy.
giant oaf.
Watching like that too, I think that plays into it. But watching like a supercut of that, it was like
Yeah.
remarkable when that came to light.
All Frakes supercuts are great.
Yeah. They're also like the slow.
It's in the game that Corin and I have a separate chat about that you guys don't play or include in Destiny. One of the emotes that you can get
Don't
is
care.
that is stepping over the chair.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's that iconic.
The
Iconic.
Frakes.
Anyway, so Riker versus Ritter. I'm gonna say Ritter.
Ritter.
I'm going against instinct.
So we got 1 Riker, 2 Ritters.
Yeah,
The Rikers take it.
that's sad. That's why I use that sound.
That Star Trek money.
That's Star Trek money, yeah. He's
People-
still got that juice.
Star Trek juice.
Oh,
Which is what you order from the replicator whenever you're thirsty.
that's what they say in show.
Computer, 1 Star Trek juice.
All right. Now we're going to 80 stars. Michael Bean versus Steve Gutenberg.
Oh,
I know Jared
Bean
has to
all
go
day.
Bean.
My boy Bean.
This is a good one.
I'm gonna go with.
The Goot.
I'm gonna go Goot. Yeah.
The Goot.
I'm going
The
Goot.
great Goot.
Again, same
You're going-
breakup as last time.
Goot wins it.
Goot. It's my Goot.
I know.
Travesty.
I gotta
I
say,
love Michael Bean.
this is the tightest trivia race we've ever had. I've got Jared and myself with 6 and Jotham with 5.
Wow.
Does that track with your numbers too, Corin?
Tracks.
Tracks with my numbers, too.
Corin has stopped keeping track.
Michael Bean, Steve Gutenberg. The difference here is crazy. Steve Gutenberg, $250. Michael Bean, an easy $99.
You know what?
Ooh.
He's not trying to be a burden on his fans. You know what
No.
I'm saying? Who the fuck is Steve Gutenberg and what has he done in the last 20 years?
Nothing.
I mean, I know who he,
He
is,
was,
but
he was
who
on
does he
a,
think he is?
He was on a really great episode of Party Down. Do you remember that
That's
one?
true.
Oh.
Playing himself, yeah.
Where they
Yeah.
they were acting out like a sci-fi scene in his living room,
yeah,
and he was
I guess
coaching
that's
them.
better than Kyle Reese from The Terminator. Fuck out of here.
You know what? It sounds really like you put me in my place.
Oh, and he's in Tombstone.
Yeah.
Steve
Jotham.
Gutenberg is in Tombstone?
I wish that motherfucker should be shot
No.
What
in
character do you play?
Tombstone.
Michael Bean. He's
Johnny.
Oh, I haven't
Johnny
seen
Ringo.
Tombstone.
Ringo.
We gotta
Johnny
watch. We gotta
Ringo.
watch Tombstone. I was thinking Deadwood, cocksucker.
Let's call him Johnny Lango.
Fun.
Johnny Langostein.
I was just
All right,
thinking of
this one's
Johnny
for
Lang,
Jotham.
the blues guitarist. If you like blues, you're
do
gonna
it.
love Blues Hammer.
Okay, Jonathan Goldsmith, the guy who played the most interesting man in the world from the Dos Equis commercials, versus Joseph R. Ganiscoli, Vito from The Sopranos.
Oh.
I'm gonna say Jonathan Goldsmith.
There's a lot of Sopranos fans out there.
Who was Vito again?
Vito's the guy
Vito,
who was gay.
He's a
big guy.
cocksucker.
Oh, okay, that's
And
right.
they,
Jesus.
What the fuck? Jotham?
I can't say that. It's a plot point of an episode.
That is, a lot of people do
That's
call him
like-
that, but a lot of people say a lot of things on that show that I'm not going to quote
I
directly.
shouldn't repeat. Okay, so I can quote Deadwood,
Marone.
but not The Sopranos. Got it.
But you can quote what?
Deadwood.
Deadwood.
Exactly. Just watch where
Okay.
you throw
Got it.
it.
Every time you say
It's the
cocksucker, it's a
context.
quote from Deadwood.
Deadwood, not talking about Vito and
Real-
The Sopranos. Okay. All right, we should move past this.
Wait, so
tell me which one
Vito
costs more.
or Jonathan Goldsmith. I'm gonna say Vito just because I feel like right now, like people are willing to pay for that Sopranos juice, which is a lot
Yeah,
like
I gotta go
Star
with my boy
Trek
Vito.
juice. The exact same joke. Never mind.
Vito loves Johnny cakes.
Are we all saying Vito?
That's
Is that,
just-
or did
No,
Jared say?
I'm saying
Okay, so only Jared was right.
I thought they heard those words.
$250 from this man who was in a commercial.
It was a whole bunch of
a
commercials.
series of commercials.
It was a
for
campaign.
years.
For years.
Beloved mascot.
Yeah, he's like
How much is Vito?
He's like Uncle Morgan from the Rum Company. It's Captain Morgan, not Uncle Morgan.
I called him Uncle because he was always there for me.
I called him Uncle because he was always bending my fingers back.
A complicated joke.
I think it was right there.
Vito is $199, $199, but it comes with this wonderful message. Vito from The Sopranos, DM me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram to tell me you liked my video. Trust me, the person you're getting it from will love it. Just look at my reviews. In 1 hour most times, promise.
Whoa.
That means you can call this man, call
And he'll
Cameo,
just do it wherever.
wherever he is.
Middle
on
of the
spot.
night. Oh, and you know what's funny? Well, I don't know how funny it is. But until this most recent time watching through the series, I didn't even realize that actor plays a different character earlier on in the show. Did you guys know this?
Really? No.
Not really, no.
You know the scene where Christopher is...
No, I don't.
In the
I
first
absolutely don't.
Have you ever seen the series?
Yes, when it was on the air the
Okay.
first time.
Well, it's an important scene. You might remember. Christopher is feeling just really down and out. You know, he feels like he's not being respected. It's early on. It's like, third, fourth episode or something like that. And he goes into a bakery and he won't, and the guy won't serve him. And finally, Vito comes in, but the guy says, "Hey, Dino, what's up?" Like, this is the first time he's ever been on the show. Like 3 years before he showed up as a cast regular. And his name's Dino, just some different guy. Who
I
Christopher?
rewatched that scene recently and didn't notice that.
Yeah, check it out. It's
That's
Vito.
a good one.
Dino is Vito.
Dino is Vito. You heard it here first,
The
folks.
walrus is Paul.
Moving on. LeVar Burton versus Chuck
LeVar
Norris.
Oh,
LeVar Burton.
I refuse to say Chuck Norris. Yeah, it's LeVar Burton.
yeah, LeVar Burton's
Yeah,
cool.
even if it's wrong.
As far
I ain't
as
gonna
I'm
give it to
concerned,
him.
Chuck Norris is a fucking paint company.
I'm glad we're all on the same page, and so is Cameo.
Yeah.
You're all right.
You're all right.
He's gonna be the new host of Jeopardy, right?
There's
LeVar
quite a
Burton.
Some kind
campaign
of
for it. He's
campaign.
doing
At
one
least
of the
for a little
guest slots.
Yeah. Reggie Brown, quote, Obama impressionist versus Robert De Niro guy impersonator.
Is it that one guy we're thinking of, like the Barack Obama guy? Like,
De Niro.
because there's one guy in particular who shows up a lot, like you'll see him on TV and like commercials or something like that. I wonder if I'm going to say
Sure.
it's the. You know what? I definitely think it's the Obama guy, so I'm going to say it's the other guy. It's the De Niro guy.
Okay. So that's 2 for De Niro.
1 for Obama.
1 for Obama. Two,
This is bullshit.
225 to get a Reggie Brown Obama impressionist cameo.
That is
225.
not how you've established that the game is played.
I'm messing with your heads.
That is not. That is not the. That is not the person I thought it was.
Well, let me see.
You guys are gonna spoil the game.
Take a look, Jared. Drink it in.
Nope.
No.
Oh, that's definitely not who I was thinking of. It's okay.
Okay. Vanilla Ice versus Andrew Dice Clay.
Oof.
I say Andrew Dice Clay. Oh.
Vanilla Ice.
Trying to think of who has a more inflated sense of their own importance. I think it's still Dice Clay. I'm going to say yes. Dice Clay.
I'm gonna say Dice. I'm gonna say Dice. Yeah.
Jotham, who did you say?
Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice is right. Ice baby
Ice
for the
versus
win. $399 for a Vanilla
Rob
Ice
Van Winkle.
cameo versus $299 for an Andrew Dice Clay cameo. A steal.
I feel like you get a little bit more value out of the Dice because he's at least a comedian.
Sure,
I mean, what the
if
fuck
that's what
is
you call
Rob
that.
Van Winkle? He's gonna like rev his motorbike at you.
Yeah.
Maybe sing his hit song.
He's going to sing about Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Elijah Wood versus Sean Astin. Ooh, battle of the century.
Elijah
Hobbits going at
Elijah
it.
Wood.
I mean,
Sean Astin.
I'm going to say Sean Astin.
He's just
Elijah
too nice.
Wood wins.
Yeah.
So,
Totally.
Holy
but
shit.
from what I understand, because I have looked into Cameo before, is that if you do get something from Sean Astin, he goes like way above and beyond like whatever you've agreed to. Like he's
Sounds like you know a lot about this.
He is more than delighted to do the cameos. And,
Probably.
he has a lot of stellar reviews.
I was
I
interested.
looked into this one specifically to get to somebody once, and I was shopping around, seeing.
Well, Jared's got an inside track on this quiz we didn't know about.
Well, he got the answer
he's
wrong.
been-
Along with me.
That's what my heart says.
Jotham is now tied with Jared for the lead, 9 each. I lagged behind with a paltry 8.
I think this is important though. Elijah Wood is $300. Sean Astin is $295. It's like he looked at Elijah Wood's price and said,
Yeah.
"I was his number 2. I don't want to overshadow."
Because
You
Sean
know?
Astin's a good dude.
That's right.
Like,
I hope so. God, please
Yeah,
don't
please.
do anything
God damn
wrong.
it. I'll burn this place
I was
to
doing
the
this.
ground.
I was doing the same thing with
If he turns
Pavarotti today. I was like, is Pavarotti okay to? Is it okay to think he's a good guy?
Has he touched anyone?
Yeah, you never know these days.
No. Watch your back. Ernie Hudson versus.
Pavarotti passed away. You're safe.
Thank God. I was sweating.
That's how he looked when he
Behind
went.
you in the mirror. Don't say his name in the mirror 3 times.
Just like French Stewart and Pavarotti side by side.
Yeah, spot on.
Ernie Hudson.
Who's that?
He was in
the
Ghostbusters.
Winston from the Ghostbusters.
He was also in The Crow.
prison warden in Oz.
Zedmore.
Yeah. Versus our favorite guy, Chet Hanks.
Oh.
Chet Hanks is hot right now.
Chet Hanks.
I'm gonna.
It is White Boy Summer.
Oh, stop
Is it though?
Do we?
Don't
all
say
right.
it.
God damn it.
Did you see the White Boy Summer T-shirts? The very Nazi-esque font.
No.
that they use.
No.
It's incredible.
Yeah. That was a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're going to talk to Jotham about Chet Hanks news, keep it up to date, okay? He knows what's going on. Like that was
I
a
thought
little.
everybody knew.
That was a little bit March with the Chet Hanks news. You know what I'm saying? Let's look into May.
Wagwan. Oh. I say Ernie Hudson because I'm not going to say his name, the other guy's name.
You don't want to invoke
Yeah.
the Hanks.
I'm going to say
do it.
Chet
What?
Hanks.
Yeah, I'm saying Chet Hanks.
It's Chet. You
Chet
guys know
Hanks.
it's Chet.
All right, Jotham is now winning 10, and Jared and I are tied with 9.
Let's end the game.
Okay, I'll skip a couple here.
Wait.
We'll go to Ice.
No, what? No, come on. What?
What?
I mean, skip a
Ice
couple.
T or Ice Cube? Ice T versus Ice Cube.
Ice-T, rapper. Ice Cube wasn't in there. Ice-T, this is what exactly it says under him. This is his quote here. Rapper dash Law and Order SVU, which makes it sound like he raps either on or about Law and Order SVU.
Nice.
Which I wish was the case. Versus.
Yo, these crimes are especially heinous. Something. I don't. No, never.
It's on.
No.
Yeah. I mean, it fits with the show.
No.
If you ever
There's
watch
got to be
SVU.
another. There's got to be another word. God damn it! Is heinous the only word?
Famous. Corin's broken.
Jotham hates this part more than anything. When people are enjoying themselves.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Look at these clowns. Pagliacci.
All right.
Okay,
Bring it in.
I'm sorry. That was really funny. Oh, man. All right. Ice-T versus Phil Hendry. Phil Hendry.
I feel like maybe not enough people.
Who's Phil Hendry?
He's a radio personality who does like this crazy like fake call-in thing.
Also,
Ice-T.
voices on Futurama.
Yeah, that's right.
Ice-T.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Hendry.
Law and
I'm
Order.
gonna say Hendry. I got to go against instincts.
Hendry wins it.
Fuck.
I
We're
know.
all
the game.
tied at 10.
We should.
God damn it.
You
Can
should
you
have
guess
ended
how
the game.
much? Can you guess how much a
Stop the
Phil
steal.
Hendry cameo is?
195.
350. 500. 1,000.
$1,000.
Really?
$1,000.
Can't believe I got the bonus point
Really?
right. That's awesome.
Right at the tie too. Yeah. After 6 guesses. Gary Busey versus Chris Tucker.
I feel like Gary Busey doesn't understand how this works.
Gary Busey shows up to your house and talks about a cameo he had in a movie.
Do you think does Chris Tucker drop a bunch of catchphrases like from Fifth Element and Friday and Rush Hour?
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour.
Z.
Silver Linings Playbook.
Oh, I forgot he's in that.
Oh,
Never saw that.
Ooh.
oh yeah, yeah.
His character in Fifth Element is so goddamn funny. Just
Yeah.
so
It's
much
very
time
good.
just screaming in
Ruby
terror.
Rod.
Ruby Rod.
All right, you guys go first, and then I'll base my answer on that.
And I
I'm
will
say
tell
Chris
you
Tucker.
live at 5.
I think it's Chris Tucker.
I'm going to say Chris Tucker.
Everybody wins a point. Chris Tucker, another $1,000 cameo
Holy
Ooh,
heck.
wow.
Pardon my
versus
French.
Gary Busey
Wow.
for a steal, $350.
No.
I mean,
But like most of
whatever.
it's gonna be unusable.
Yeah.
He's doing all his like all his initialisms.
I urge you to look it up on. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's the Making of Predator 2 documentary. I think it can be found on YouTube.
Now what you got to understand is the Predator is an alien life force.
Yes.
And he's explaining the plot of Predator.
He's explaining the character and the plot of the movie, but
all
also
jazzed out of his mind on
all
cocaine.
kinds, and talking about his motorcycle accident and his brain injury, and also just tons and tons of non sequiturs.
It's very intense.
Yeah.
He seems like a
that's one
tiring
word.
guy to be around.
Especially when he's on drugs.
Yeah.
Last question. Corin Nemec, star of Parker Lewis Can't
wow.
Lose.
You don't have to
and
tell us who
Stargate
Corin Nemec is.
SG-1 versus Kevin McDonald, one of the cast members from Kids in the Hall.
Kevin McDonald's definitely got a higher profile. Corin Nemec's like a funnier one to get. I think a lot
Got
of
a better
cameos based
name,
on
though.
who's what's the funniest joke. Like imagine if we did that.
Imagine if Parker Lewis, beeped his phone at you. That's what they did, right? They synchronized their phones in that show.
Oh, Kids in the Hall. You glitched out for a second. I didn't hear what show.
Parker Lewis Can't Lose.
Did they synchronize? I know that that big guy was on there. God damn it! I can't.
That's basically
remember his name. I think it comes up on Stop Podcasting Yourself every once in a while.
He's doing great now, by the way.
The big guy or Corin Nemec?
Probably the big guy, not Corin Nemec. You'll find out.
Corin Nemec.
Jotham, who do you say?
I'm gonna say. Oh, sorry.
I don't know who either of them are.
So pick one.
You never heard of the Kids in the Hall?
No, I have. I don't know.
Just imagine 1/5 of that. That's him.
And wait, who's the other one?
Corin Nemec,
who was on like a Fox weird sitcom that was almost like a what's it?
90s.
No, what's
Kids
the
in the Hall?
No, what's the Matthew Broderick?
It was like
Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
Welcome
It was
home,
like Ferris
Bueller
TV show. Anyway,
I'm gonna
Kevin McDonald.
I'm gonna say Corey Neems for some weird reason.
it's Kevin McDonald. Does anybody want to guess what a cameo from Kevin McDonald cost?
$1,500.
$1,000.
What a wide berth of answers. 40 whole American dollars.
Really?
We could do that right now.
We could do that.
Whoa, hold on. I don't want to commit to it.
And a cameo from Corin Nemec, $10 less.
Wow.
$30. Wow. I thought you were going to say $10.
We could all put in $40 and get him to crush our heads on the cameo.
Oh, that would be.
He didn't do that.
Kevin McDonald. Oh well, he was. Oh,
no,
he
that was
in
Kevin
skit.
Kevin McKinney.
He was in the skit.
Mark
He played
McKinney.
the rival. He played the rival that said, "I'm smushing your face." So he can smush our faces.
Mark McKinney. It was another person whose name begins with MC. I've learned not to refer to them in a different way.
He'd probably crush our heads if we really asked him to. But
For $50, he'll do it.
Wait, for a Nemec?
I call 30 for anemic.
No, I call anemic $10. Anemic. This whole thing's fucked. Jotham's winning 12 to 11 to 11 at
That's not
canon.
Winning anymore. He's won. It's past tense.
That's right, Jared.
Holy crap.
That's right, Jared.
Yeah, by 1 point. Congratulations.
I won. Thank you.
So salty.
Very proud of this.
Even if it's by 1 point, like, he still won.
Yeah, easy for you to say. You didn't get 10 points taken away from your perfect game last time. Whatever.
16 to 10.
Perfect game.
Perfect game.
I'd say tonight was a perfect game for me. Anyways.
Do you guys want to do the news tonight, or is it getting too late?
It's a little late for my blood.
All right,
I could skip a news.
We could skip a news. Why don't we just close it out? But I do want to tell you. Can I just tell you one thing that's on my mind, and you guys can let me know how this affects you?
Sure.
Yeah.
I am looking to eradicate a certain form of speech, the second person address, where a person will be explaining something, but then inexplicably they will switch to second person to describe their own personal experience. Let me give you an example.
Mm-hmm.
This is a fictitious story I'm about to tell. This isn't. I don't want you guys to get worried. So, I was admitted to the hospital last week, and when you go in there, they tell you that they're gonna stick a thing up your ear holes. You hear how all of a sudden I switched it to say you to make it feel like you're the one who did it instead of me? Fuck that. I hate that. People should stop pretending that their audience is the one who's experiencing it. I feel it's manipulative. So I feel like someone telling that story should say, I was admitted to the hospital last week. When I got there, they told me this. Then this happened to me. I don't like this emotional game of all of a sudden turning it around on you. How do you guys feel about this?
Alistair, what am I supposed to do when I want to play an emotional game with someone and manipulate them into feeling bad for me?
I would say you do exactly what I just said.
Well,
and I'll hate you for it.
oh, okay.
Oh, that's it.
And not just if you do it to me, but even if I just hear you do it.
Mm-hmm.
But does that...
You'll hear me do it at some point.
Oh, I do it all the time. But when I think about it, I feel that it's something I want to stop doing, and I want to stop everyone else from doing too.
Okay. So this is the new avenue of the show. This is our new modus operandi. Modus operandi?
You're the lawyer.
Modest.
This is our new modest operation.
You see,
with you. Let's do it.
because when you're hosting a Grand National Championships, you have to understand
But I
the
don't
right way to
host
speak.
it.
You have to. Oh shit! I was talking about. Oh my god! I'm sorry. I slipped into it myself.
Oh,
What I'm saying is,
jeez.
when I'm hosting Grand National Championships, I try not to do that.
This is like the thing they do in rehab where they try to change the way you talk about stuff, and they say they give you the communication model where instead of saying, you do this or you do that, they say, when I hear you say I'm explaining the Grand National Championships modus operandi, I feel bad. So it puts the onus back on you instead of projecting on the other person.
Do you remember when we had that intervention on the radio show for your brother Aaron's mustache?
Mm-hmm.
I do remember that.
Was that mean or was that funny? It was funny, right?
It was funny.
It was really, really funny. But
Corin doesn't answer it. I think he might have some.
I've asked myself that question about my interactions with my little brother my whole life.
Okay, so we shouldn't be any more worried about it than you are.
No.
Okay.
All right. Well, we
I've
like
done
Aaron,
much
we
worse
like Aaron
for the-
very much, and I've thought in the past about whether that may have been unkind, but I think he was. I think he got.
He was in on it.
He knew it was up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what was it? Your brother needs to shave that shit. What was the point? No, just kidding. So yeah, I'm going to try and eliminate that. But during that intervention, that was the first time I ever heard anybody introduce that type of thing, like using the I statements, because we had Brian Johnson come on and act as the leader of the intervention.
That's right. We had a
people
moderator
call
there.
and say, I don't know what the hell you think you're doing, but it don't make no sense. It's not funny. Just put on some goddamn music.
I loved that guy. I miss that guy every day.
You mean, when you say that guy, you mean like 30 different like drunk ass dudes who would call WMNF?
Make
Yeah,
with
totally.
the Grateful Dead already.
Oh my God, what a place. All right, guys. So like that's my plan, is to try and overhaul the English language one stupid grammatical convention at a time.
All right.
All right. Well, we're gonna call it a night then. Is there anything else that we should let people know about?
Sure. I would appreciate it if people liked, subscribed, rate, and reviewed the show on all of the podcast apps or internet services they use to listen or watch the show. It would help us grow our viewership and our listenership. Helps with the algorithms and such.
And share the algorithms. Share them with everybody.
I did so well that whole time, and then I fucking faceplant right at the goddamn finish line.
And keep on algorithming.
And heinous rhymes with anus.